That is very true. She didn't shoot me in the knee. So I'm pretty happy about that. Because then I could not be an adventurer anymore. Well, why are we... Winding staircase... Go to... Oh, I meant to click the other one. You spin him... Yeah, exactly right. I'd never be able to be an adventurer anymore. I'd have to retire and become one of those... Just a normal guard. Yeah, it's definitely very much overused. Where else was it used? I played it... I could have sworn I played a game recently where they referenced it as well. It is very obtuse, so it sort of caught me by surprise. I was like, ha! They pulled it off. I can't remember what it was. Oh well. Never mind. So our job is to go and talk to that lady again, right? This person? Yeah, Cantha. The crazy woman. Who likes to eat people. So I guess this begs the question, is Lord Pi an arsehole? He can be. But is he going to bring that dude some sustenance to make himself stronger? Shit, it's damn well tempting, isn't it? But Lord Pi doesn't really get into the fray much, so... I don't know how much it's going to help him. Oh, decisions. I'm not even sure how to give him something. Maybe he was meant to take that child who I told to run away. Who knows? Hi! You return. What have you come seeking this time? You're the words that operate the Ingwithian machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is. Or why it is.
You feel a hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
Humble him by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it more succulently. Your words fan the coals in the center of her soul. Alright, tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
Move souls, okay. Where would they move souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know.
Damn, they're using souls like currency or some sort of a rare mineral. You seem to know a lot about Ter Nuin.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
Why would the Ingwithians want to have tethered souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Ingwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
That makes sense. How do you operate the machine atop Ter Nuin?
Back to these Tinker's concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
essence? I don't know yet.
A level of humility rarely found in my line of work. Most refreshing.
I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into a shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here, I have specimens aplenty, and time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. What? But what good is observing all this if you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell Lord Pi, an entire language at your fingertips and she hides it away. What is that? Extinguish the pride. I assume we can reach into her soul? Gosh, I want to click that one, but don't we just... do it! The vampire doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the squalling, burning mass. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animator in the history of the field. Hoarding knowledge is pointless. The burning thing roars to life. Nothing is more important. We gather and study, and through it transcend the thousands of insectoid lives that brought to us. And who will know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flame around it is around a bait. All I've learned, years of studying the Ingwithan language, no one understands it better than me. That counts as something. Knowledge is useless, is meaningless unless it is shared. A foolish and false sentiment. Knowledge is meaning. It needs no external purpose. Her pride smoulders still. Your opponents here are finite. One day the knowledge will down with you. The pride hisses and sputters. It's more than an ember now. You're wrong. But there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That'll give me something. Teach me what you know and I'll make sure it grows, the legacy lives on. Your words finally quench her pride, and all that remains is the blackened diamond hard rock. You cast it away, where it melts into the darkness. What the hell did we just do?
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need.
Oh, she's not talking anymore. Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head. And they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning. And you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from the past of life. Long since buried, you see a vast array of runes, far more than Acantha has shown you. And you know their soul and their meaning, and how they fit together. The language of the Ingwithan once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
A speaker of dead tongues now, and he surprises 100 frustrated scholars in a matter of a few moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me. Oh my gosh, these responses are so long. To the tower of words, you see the other words on the tower. During a constructive remove souls. Why would Ingwithans have wanted to do that? Number of the mystery, that's hypothetically, okay. I think I've already done this, huh? Explain how controls work. Harness the power of the Ternoan is about understanding what it is designed to do. You know the words and their meanings. You can speak them, and the tower shall obey. Oh, fair enough. What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
If only we could get all the animancers together in one place. Perhaps we could destroy their souls as well. Man, gosh, you are so mean. How do you know much about it? Oh yeah, journal on that. Okay. Well, since we've chatted to her and got all we need from her, can we release these guys? Okay. What I'm gonna do is I want to like flip a coin or something. Actually, what would be the right thing to do? Oh, do I want to get a power up and be an asshole and get these people killed? Or shall I let them go? There's a Scarring Companion mod that makes reference to that joke too. Vija. Terry Pratchett actually wrote some of the dialogue. Won't spoil it, in case you ever run it through. Yeah, okay. That'll be interesting. There's another Skyrim mod I actually played, I forgot what it's called now. I think it wasn't Beyond Reach. It's had another name, I'll look it up soon. They actually used that as well, I'm pretty sure. Anywho, what do I do? What do I do? Do I lie or do I exit the district? I don't have a coin on me. Hang on. I've got a piece of chocolate. That'll work. Right. I dropped the chocolate. This is the worst day ever. The chocolate is still good. But it landed on a side that I said I would release them, so I'm gonna release them. I regret that decision now. Oh well, Lopai. Whatever happens, happens, huh? Let's go turn our friend off. I assume we'll be given some more choices when we get up there, like turn it off, don't turn it off. Who knows? Nice, that's not bad. It was called Falskar, Falskaar. That's the one. It wasn't a bad mod. It was pretty fun to go through. It's like it adds like essentially a whole new island on where you can do questing things there. I'm hoping that's my cat making noises in the background. Adam looks much worse than before. His rotten flesh hangs loosely and sores have eaten away patches of his skin at his joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes.
Flesh.
Ah. We shouldn't have done this, huh? He takes a tentative, scuttling step toward you. Doubles over, coughing, black spit. Seems to have forgotten you for the moment. What? I thought he was going to attack me. Now that I can understand the Ingwithian language, I can return to the machine at the top of the Adlam is just generated significantly. He looked ready to pounce on me when I tried to talk to him. For his help, I need to send a victim to him. Oh, he's no victim, so too bad. A jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in a stonework, a run through which with copper veins. The panel is covered with runes, which you can now understand. You recognize words like end and for hold. The dial is directly fixed on hold. You are recognized by inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial means throttling the device. Hang on. It's a dial. You take the dial and you turn it, right? Wouldn't this guy have turned it a few times? Is there some other thing you meant to do? Because wouldn't you have throttled it or... Because I assume he's just fiddled with it, hasn't he? Oh well, anyway. I don't know what is meant to happen, so I'm just going to choose end, because I don't want to destroy it, because that could end up in being a big explosion which could kill me. As the command words leave your nip... Oh yeah, you're meant to talk about it. Okay, you're not meant to actually physically touch the thing. Right. As the command words leave your lips, the dial sinks into the adra under your hand. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. That's why he didn't do it. Fair enough. Let's speak the commands, not actually touch it. We did it. Yeah, I downloaded that one. Should play it sometime. Yeah, it's not a bad mod. It's pretty decent. Oh, one of the game's many ethical dilemmas. There's gonna be more ethical dilemmas. Go. Nah. I don't know. Lord Pie's not exactly the dick type. He can be sometimes, but not all the time.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
Experience. Still haven't leveled. Jesus Christ, children. 1500 experience away, though. So we didn't have to fight anyone. This is just strange. I haven't played an RPG where you don't actually have to fight someone in such a very, very long time. Like you can actually talk your way out of it. So what am I meant to do now? Is it just done? Do I report to someone and say, yo, this is finished? It's still a thing that exists in my... I learned that the ink within machine across the door, it can now be used to move souls. I also learned the ink within, which means I can now operate them. I turn the machine atop, then with it off, which means that the soul's inherited shield can be returned to the cycle. Oh no, it's grayed out, it's finished. I do love those difficult ones, where the lines are blurred, like the one with Kolsk and the Lord. That's... hang on, that's... if I'm thinking the correct one, it's this one here, Radarek's Hold, right? Yeah. I think it's Kolsk. There's the nephew or whatever, the brother. What? No, he wasn't a brother, he was like a nephew or something. Or I put him in charge because I thought the other dude was a bit crazy with his whole entire let's go kill the Hollowborn. Even though the Hollowborn don't exactly sound like people themselves, so maybe he wasn't too far off the mark. I don't know. Just seemed a bit crazy to me. Awesome, right, good. I am learning things. Alright, so we finished the heritage as well. Cousin. Okay. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a brother. That's what I remember, vaguely. Right, I don't exactly know where these ruins are, but perhaps someone in Durford Village does. And Durford Village is where exactly? Ah, there. Haven't been there yet. Then Kiana showed me vision a man in a place of misery, madness. I need to find this agent, discover his old plans, see if it holds any clues to find the meaning of searching for. Speak to the head warden of Brackenbury Sanitarium. Speak with the head warden of Sanitarium Ethelor about how to proceed with my search of the Leaden Key. Brackenbury is there. Okay. Why not? Let's go there. Whoa, hi, hi. Hello. Dunrid Rao message. I beg your pardon, I have a message for you. I just came through this bad place where zombies were roaming, but I decided I'll come give you a message. Righto. You are summoned to Hardred's house where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. They say she's an ancient spider, spinning her nest throughout the city. He gives you a careful look. If she wishes to see you, that either bodes very well or very ill. It's like that chick from Baldur's Gate who was that spider thing, and yeah, it was a fun thing in the spider forest. How the hell did you find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Tell me about Lady Webb. Do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's a mistress of Dunrid Woe. Has been for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses, eyeing passers-by with suspicion. Quietly, he continues. She's supposed to be old. Older than anybody. Oh, hang on. Eyeing passers-by with suspicion. There's no one here, they're all dead. She's supposed to be older than anybody. She never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she just piles of bones kept animated by dark magics. She's still at it, best anyone can tell, learning things, keeping us safe, pulling the strings behind the throne too, it's said. There's a ring of ciphers around her binding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in this country before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask Lady Webb first. What's Dunrid Row? A whole mess of ciphers have run out of Hardred House. They make it their business to keep the peace, and they don't like to see them do it. Problems in this city have a way of going away on their own, and when that happens, you can make a pretty good guess as to why. Where can I find the Hardred House? In Blackberry, my lord, the southwest corner. You'll find Lady upstairs. Very well. That's exactly where I was going to go before you disrupted me. But I think I should find an inn first, just to fill up on my items, right? I don't know how many of these spells I've used. Miss Guzzi. I mean, they're both bad choices, but the Lord was a psycho. Honestly, considering killing both, well, option 1 is a very good question. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they seemed like really, sort of bad choices either way. Anywho. There! That's the nice man who helped me. Hi. And thank the Iron Arm for it. We'll get you sorted out at the keep.
Certainly.
Okay. Jesus, everyone loves me today. The tower! It's off! Does this mean the curse of Heritage Hills lifted? Wasn't a curse, but yes, accept again. I guess it was just advanced by owed me. Yeah, the curse is district safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle on the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. How is this even a district, man? You got like this crazy tower temple thing there. Well, you got a few houses, but it just feels like a freaking graveyard. People be crazy. So I think the first... Yes? I couldn't see the accept button there. So let's go chat to that lady who gave me the quest, well, I had to talk to get to inside in the first place. Then we'll go to Bracken. It's called Bracken. Brackenbury. And see what the spider wants with me. Ah, I actually have a question. Where is it now? Torment. No, it was a task, wasn't it? Yeah. Gordy at Child and Copper Lane told me that he knows of a place where I can hide really special things. He said he'd show them to me if I found the March Steel Dagger. I don't remember how I got the quest. I very vaguely remember chatting to that child about it, and seem to remember he said that the vendor sells the blade, the Master Steel dagger. But I don't see it when I go to chat to him. Don't suppose you might be able to give me a slight hint as to where to look for that? Oh look, you can go through here. Hey, it's Seda. Seda looks like she's had a bath and a few square meals. She smiles sadly. Shyly. Shyly. She's got a crush on me. I'm still looking into it. What? What? Did I miss something? He's near the theatre. Not sure where his dagger is purchased offhand, but I already found the secret stuff he was talking about. Really? Did you bully him? Did you manhandle that child and make him tell you where it was? I might end up doing that, just manhandling the child and be like, yo, Cretan, give it to me. Because I don't know where to go for this dagger thing. Druids have a wide variety of very effective defensive spells. They also have the ability to transform into animalistic spirits. Ooh. Dude, when I find a druid come in, you're
Yes.
going.
Bring back the feisty one. There's a woman can do some damage squeezing her legs together.
Besides, she doesn't take orders well.
What?
She has backbone, that woman. Does it scare her?
Responsible for what happens if you call her whore.
What the Hang on! This woman can do damage squeezing her legs together. Oh my god, dude.
Certainly.
Durance, you're a priest, you're not meant to say these strange things. I was also when I was playing, he did it. So I sort of already knew. Too long didn't read cheats, lol. Fair enough. Fair enough. So who are we looking for again? God's vision showed me the man who waits. The Hadrid House. There it is. The guy who sells it is an expedition hall on the second floor. Hello. On the second floor. Our best thing is to talk to Igrin near the hall. Expedition hall, huh? Okay, I'll do that probably now after I talk to this older robed man. As near the apparition, you're overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits in like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real. The recollection of an emotion rather than an emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. Apparition's brows are tensed. A look of concern plain across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
I forgot what my duties were. I'm so sorry.
Oh? And what troubles you?
The pain in your stomach deepens and you feel for a moment as though you're about to be sick. Your youth has gone dry. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. Was this part of that quest to go into that Wodekin temple? I think it was. The man holds his fingers tighter and presses them in his mouth, to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
I'm just gonna say I'm completely lost. I think he's that guy we talked to in the bottom of that Wordican temple before we talked to the seer or whatever her name was. I'm pretty sure. That's the only time I can remember that something vaguely like this may have happened. But I can't remember why he's telling me this crap. People who intended to convert, they committed unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilations. Apparitions exhale slowly and his lips press together, a sympathetic rapport in his eyes. It places his hands on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Sure, the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew. Right, so am I correct in thinking that this is not Lord Pi talking? This is some other guy who his past soul is? Might be, also reminds me of the figure you see at the machine right at the beginning. Yeah, but I thought that guy at the beginning was actually a living person who did this, unless he sacrificed himself in the process. But he could be. Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely. Something warm and soothing, and it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. Your guess is as good as mine on that count. Yeah, it just feels like... Hi. It just feels like it was a scripted event, as in you're living a past life of yours as you're possibly going a bit more crazy like that dude did in that that main tower that you have. The main... I forget his name now, but the guy you talk to and he goes crazy, but because he's also one of these special guys. I forget what you call it, a watcher or something. Excuse me, but I've been looking for you. The one who lifted the curse in the Heritage Shield. Yes, that's me. My lady who wishes to remain anonymous has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. A pistol? It belonged to a dear friend of hers, who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Shield, my lady wishes you to have it here, and may it serve you well in battle. I wish I could... Oh, well, thank you, I was not expecting that. You've gained a might and mark St. Garam's Spark added to your inventory. She bows. You're quite welcome. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a human man, not a human woman. Now I must be off. Farewell. See you later, courier. Righto, we got a pistol. St. Garam's Spark. Unique pistol, two-handed. Value 1,000 copper pieces. Speed very slow. 2635 pierce with deflection, plus 10 accuracy granted to an ally attacking the same target. Ooh. Plus 25% shock damage. 6 DR bypass, -3 to crit damage multiplier. That's fine. Holy crud, that's a good pistol. St. Garam is a priestess known for his mastery of the art of swordplay. Of wordplay? Probably his wordplay. It has been said that he could shape the mood of a crowd with a single word, and find the cruel precision the most shocking turn of phrase, which to dismantle an opponent. One more whimsical daughter of the Durward had this pistol crafted in his honour, for the gun too, she said, could put an end to any debate. That is very true. For some reason this gun just reminds me of that I'm not going to even say because I don't even remember the guy's name. One of those American presidents. I think it was Winston Churchill. He's meant to be quite the badass. He went to like a
Following your
duel
lead.
and wore this huge cloak, and he got into like a gun duel, and he got shot, but he didn't even like acknowledge it to his opponent. He's like, "Haha, you missed me!" And he shot his opponent. I don't think it was Winston Churchill. It was one of those American presidents in the very, very beginning. I just remember that story randomly. Anywho. Dyranet agent. Yes, I think I'm certain of it. So... What? Kieran. Hi, Kieran.
Good day, stranger.
The older man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His whirly hair stands nearly on end. His ears prick up his approach. You carry whispers. Cadnua, gilded veil, odd voices indeed. How did you know? Orlan grins, revealing a row of dagger-pointed teeth. Oh, nice. As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? He twitched. Not much at all. I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require for me to focus my talents elsewhere. He regards you table of scrolls. What brings you to do and roll? Oh, jeez. It won't be Churchill, that's for sure. Yeah, I didn't think it was. Oh. I'm terrible with names. I was invited here by Lady Webb. Gorgon cocks his head to one side as if trying to get a better look at you. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I've always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what she sees. Room is upstairs, the one with the guards out front. The city may not understand her value, but the duck certainly does. I'm just going to say farewell for now, Kieran. I don't really feel like talking to you in a long, explanatory manner. Andrew Jackson. Oh shit, that's true. Oh my god. Churchill was English. That's because I've been watching fucking Doctor Who. And it had freaking Churchill on that, Winston Churchill. Oh, balls. That is so embarrassing. Completely wrong person. Wrong era, wrong time. Wrong freaking location. Wrong everything. I'm never going to talk ever again. Andrew Jackson, huh? Fair enough. Lady Webb. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly wrinkled fingers. Their flesh stretched with thin with near translucent with extreme age. A gossamer veil over the pale blue veins, ink splotched and candle burns dot, and stripe her hands like a quilt patterned after some great and indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cadnua. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Fair enough, darling. Aloth frowned, scratching the back of his neck. So it's true. Those spies of hers don't miss much.
Since then, as I understand it, you entered a quarantine district that is absolutely off-limits to all civilians, and somehow managed to walk back out with your life. What could possibly have been on your mind to make you do such a thing?
She doesn't know that, though. Aha! You thought you knew everything, Lady Webb, but you don't. That's probably why you invited me here, because you want to know, because you like to have information at your hands. A man accused Andrew Jackson of cheating in a horse race and insulted his wife. Jackson took a bullet to the chest, but basically won after. What a brutal man. That's fantastic. Was he one of the presidents then? Because that doesn't ring a bell as one of the American presidents, but I don't know my history of America at all. It was something I need to find.
Not just any someone, though.
Oh,
Someone in the service of the Leaden Key.
Oh, she knows too much.
You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend. Which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
I don't think she's going to take kindly to me lying, so... I ran across a man in the ruins this fortnight and found him again. She closes her eyes and her eyelids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver. And her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground, the pages waffling around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately upon you. Ew. Yep, he wasn't yet present at the time. He's on the $20 bill. Oh, there you go. So that is true. That's the guy then. What a baller.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
Shit. Fair enough. How do you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
It was. Tell me about Theos.
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
Hold up. What? Theos made it, and he's possibly more than 2,000 years old.
What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man, awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes.
Oh.
The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
There you go. You had it right on the ball, huh? He is a watcher. Crazy
That
man.
may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
This guy sounds a bit kind of scary. I don't even know if I want to go up against him.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
What else is there to know about the leaden key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The leaden key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
And if I refuse?
Then you would look foolish because it is a standing offer. There is no need to refuse. If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Suppose you have information.
Well, let's hear it.
The Ingwithan Tower in Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. Leaden key activated.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The leaden key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That's all. Other questions?
Yes?
Good gods. Please voice this for me.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed. We are Deerwood's cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes. But the truth is, I don't think many of them could bear it.
Are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you didn't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
And that is?
A quiet day at home.
She glances back behind her toward a table and a queer smile finds its way across her face. How did you come to be here?
Me? I started this place. In a different time, under a different duke. I impressed the duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
And she winks at you. Oh, you sly woman. How old are you? She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her crumpled fingers. You wicked man! Where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency? Yes, Lord
I
Pie.
lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Bereth carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
Alright. Fair enough, you creepy woman. Is there a Mr. Webb? Wink wink, nudge nudge.
There was.
Ah. Was? Hey, what happened?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
Let's talk about something else.
Try
well.
your best not to die out there.
Yeah, I try, but it just doesn't work out at times. Oh, baby. That was a long one, wasn't it? Now, let's go quickly. See what we can do about... Where was it now? Expedition Hall on the 2nd floor. See if we can get that dagger going. I think he's in Copper Lane, wasn't he? Go, go, children, go! Oh, not even a
Think
little!
of the opportunities. You could learn so much about the past.
Happy not knowing.
More or less, it is... Oh, gosh. Miss Schoolsy. 12 minutes is fine with me. Some people you meet and fight in the world can be taken prisoner in your stronghold. That is so strange to me. Say the expedition hall, huh? I haven't been in the expedition hall yet. What the? Oh, it's formations. Fair enough. Where are you guys? Ah, it feels good. Just push that button and watch them run. Like little ants scurrying along, huh? Fulfilling a mighty quest. Food items cannot be used in combat, but can provide bonuses over a long period of time. Oh. That's, distressing.
We could find allies. For a prize.
Yeah. Whoa. What did I just do? Band on Lear. Well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger. Smug grin etched on his face as he's flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Bine's giant slayers run things around here and you'll be fine. Never heard of them. His eyes narrow. You have now stick around Defiance Bay and you will gain. What? Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's a reason the giant slayers gets the lion's share. Remember that. A voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabber, Bine! You gotta do a job or talk about it! His jaw tightens. Wayne is right. The coin ain't going to collect itself. He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin toward the door. See you around, pup. Oh, someone's a bit of a jackass, aren't they? Okay, guys. I'm gonna end this stream here.